February 22, 2026. Not an ordinary day in Mexico. An operation was unfolding, quiet, precise, deliberate. The target, a man who had evaded capture for years, a shadow, a legend, a figure of fear, better known as Mencho. For years, he existed as a presence, not always seen, but always felt. And now, early reports suggested he was gone, no longer alive. And that news was more than the death of a man. It carried weight, it carried consequence, it carried uncertainty. Because in the world of organized crime, a leader's death is never just an ending. It is a disruption, a fracture, a shift. Because when a central figure disappears, a vacuum forms. And power vacuums are among the most dangerous moments in any criminal structure. Mencho was not merely a leader. He was a stabilizing force, a strategist, a central node in a complex network. Under his leadership, CJNG evolved from a regional entity into a structure with international reach, disciplined, armed, organized, and above all, centralized. Decisions flowed from the top. Strategy moved downward, loyalty moved upward, power was concentrated. And now, that concentration may have dissolved. Leadership in such systems is not symbolic, it is functional. It defines direction, it defines response, it defines control. Without it, uncertainty spreads, and uncertainty invites ambition. Because when leadership disappears, others begin to step forward, not out of duty, but out of necessity, or desire, or survival. As reports circulated, silence did not follow. Instead, movement began. Some regions grew tense, others explosive. Roads were blocked, fires appeared, gunfire echoed. This was not chaos without purpose, it was communication, a signal, a reaction, a demonstration. Because within cartel culture, strength must always be projected, especially in moments of vulnerability, and nothing appears more vulnerable than the loss of a leader. But these reactions are rarely coordinated, because internally, questions begin to surface, immediate, unavoidable. Who leads now? Who commands loyalty? Who controls resources? Who holds influence? And most importantly, who survives? Succession in large organizations is rarely clean, rarely peaceful, sometimes not even visible. Potential figures emerge, family connections, regional commanders, financial operators, strategic planners, each with influence, each with allies, each with ambition. And ambition creates tension, silent at first, but growing. Internal competition does not always appear on the surface, but its consequences are unmistakable. Decision-making slows, trust weakens, coordination falters, and fragmentation begins. Fragmentation changes everything. It reduces centralized control, but increases unpredictability. Smaller factions act faster, take greater risks, operate independently, and often use more violence. Because without hierarchy, reputation becomes survival, and reputation is built through action. For state authorities, this moment is complex. On one hand, a centralized threat may weaken. On the other, decentralized actors may emerge. Multiple factions, multiple agendas, multiple strategies, and unpredictability becomes the dominant reality. History has shown organizations like these do not simply disappear, they transform. Some shrink, some divide, some collapse, but some adapt, and in adapting, become more resilient. After Mencho, the structure remains, but its direction is uncertain, because power vacuums do not remain empty. They invite competition, they accelerate decisions, They intensify risk. Someone will move forward. Someone will claim authority. Someone will attempt control. And that process will not be silent. So the question remains, is this the end? Or a transition? Because sometimes the removal of a central figure does not weaken a system. It forces evolution. It forces adaptation. It forces reinvention. For now, one reality stands. A leader may have fallen, but the structure still exists. Networks remain. Resources remain. Connections remain. And influence does not vanish overnight. And perhaps the most volatile moment is not when a leader rises, but when one disappears. Because in that moment, rules are questioned, loyalty is tested, power shifts, and uncertainty dominates. The fall of El Mencho may be remembered as an ending, or as the moment everything changed. Because in the world of organized crime, no vacuum stays empty, and no structure remains unchanged.